Alrighty, folks, we are back at it on the hard water. We are back on the old Portage Lake, and I got a few small perch, no big ones. Not surprised. So we're just get the door open here. It's not too bad outside. It's drizzling out, kind of warm. Puppy dog's down there. She's pretty attentive to whatever's going on outside. There's a seagull flying out there a few minutes ago. She was all about growling at that. It was kind of funny. But got a minnow over here. I got another one of those jigs that we lost the other day. So, and yep, that's what I've been catching the fish in so far. I caught one in the minnow too. I think I caught 3 small ones on the tungsten and one in the minnow. No big ones yet, so we're hoping to roll through. If not, we'll give it to about 12:30, maybe 1 o'clock, and we'll roll around and try to find something different. Oh, there's one. Aha, just in time, folks. Oh, I got one on the minnow too. See, the old portage. It's a big minnow too, so I'm just gonna let him play with it for a minute. There's another one of them Portage Lake jumbo perch. I don't know if you guys can really see it. Portage Lake jumbo, right there for you. I just got that little, what's a clam? Orange. It's a confetti drop. Orange. It's called orange and multicolored glow or something like that. Multicolored dot, multi-dot glow, or I don't know, something like that. So I picked a couple. I picked 3 more of them up. So if I lose another one, I got a couple spares. And of course, the electric chicken bolt minnow on there as well. So sometimes these fish just want to sit still, but they've been a little bit lately. And I caught a couple of them twitching it, and the other ones I caught just letting it sit still. I got the rod in my hand. I can't help but to move it. That's just me. I'll probably close that door here in a minute. American fish, but there don't seem to be a lot of big fish down there. I don't know what that is up there up close. Probably nothing I could catch. See, whatever it is. I don't know if it's even a fish or not. Probably not. Haven't had anything really chase off bottom too far yet, so everything's been pretty close to the bottom, which is pretty intimate of small fish. They reach on the bottom. The bigger fish sometimes will come up quite a bit higher. At least out here anyway. We went to Lake X yesterday afternoon for a couple hours, and a few small perch. That was it. Nothing worthy of a video. I'm hoping I can catch some on here with some decent fish today. Would be nice. We caught some nice ones in this spot before. We'll hang out here for like I said, about an hour and a half or something. If we don't get anything good, we'll pop a different spot someplace else. I got some other spots marked on here we can try, so. Let me close that door. You guys are probably getting washed out by all the light. Glasses down. Bear with me, folks. Cheap glasses never stay where I want them. Up there, they stay pretty good there. Vents open. Do 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 do. The graph just died. I'm assuming the battery's dead. Alright, I'll be back with you in a few minutes, folks. I gotta change the battery in the graph. I think we got another one on here, folks. Another little dinker. Yep, another little Portage Lake monster. A Yumba. Just a few inches of a Yumba. In about 10 years, it'll be a jumbo. Actual jumbo. Maybe longer. Maybe not so long. You gotta get pretty close to the bottom to get them to bite, but I'm not seeing anything come through yet up top, up higher. So there's one. It's a little bigger. Not much. Inch or so bigger. Hang on, Boo, you're gonna get all wet. There we go. There's that tungsten. Obviously, we're sort of right back where we picked off or left off the other day. Catch a fish on that same collar, or we couldn't catch it on anything else. They say color don't matter. I say not all the time, but maybe a lot of times it does. So you don't know if them are actual fish there, middle of the water column, or if that's just, I don't know. My bait's right in the middle of them, so we'll see if anything bites it. I don't know. If it is fish, they're not biting. What are you growling at? Goofball. Oh, there's a bite. I'm down into the weeds right now, so there's a couple above the top, right at the top of the weeds now too. So, yeah, I got a couple little bites down in the weeds. There's like 2.5 feet of weeds here, so. But I've been going right down into the weeds. It disappears into that yellow, which is, I'm assuming, is just all the weeds. We've just been kind of just dropping it to the bottom, reeling it down to the hole, and then lifting it up about a foot, maybe a 1.5 foot off the bottom. There's another bite. I'm sure they're just little dinkers, but we'll give it a fair go. Make sure there's no big ones gonna roll through here. And if not, we'll pack up real quick and find another spot, or I might just go out and punch some holes, do a little hole hopping. Well, that was a little tweak bite. Should probably put my headlamp on so you guys can see. There we go. A little bit better fish. Not much, but a little bit. Oh yeah, there he is. The old Portage Jumbo. Portage Jumbo. There are big ones in here if you can get a hold of them. There's, every year the Osborne Sports Shop has their fishing contest. There's always at least one or two 16, 17 inch perch come out of here. So yeah, I'm sure there's some big perch rolling around through here, but it just might not be right on where they're at. Some bigger marks down there, it looks like, but back down, pick her up, just hang on and wait. There, a little more light on the subject. I got a pretty big minnow on this time, so it's gonna take a decent fish to eat it. Yeah, we went to try to fish our spot we were fishing before we were catching perch. I think that was the first video on the ice we did, and that spot was just overrun with people. Couldn't even get close to my spot up until, I don't know, they're just little thinkers. It got overrun. Couldn't even get close to our spot. So we went and sat in like 6.5 feet of water, and it was the same thing as right here in 16 foot of water. Just a bunch of dinkers. These ones don't want to bite, whatever they are. I'm sure they're dinky perch, but that one bit. Oh, that was crazy. A little bit of head shaking. I think he's still awake. Oh, it's a decent one. The biggest one all day. How about that? Angry little feller. Haha. He's barely hooked. Thanks for playing, buddy. Have a good day. Come back again when you're 10 inches bigger. Or 3-4 inches bigger. Still be fun. See, I just took that and set on the bottom, just started picking it up off the bottom. I think just attacked it. I'm going to try that again. Oh, not that time. There's another one. Yeah, we're on the minnow. Oh, I got the I got the minnow. Alright, glasses time. Turn up the light. And away it goes. And there we go. Is there a fish on there? There might be a fish on. I don't think so. I think it's just a minnow. Yeah. I thought there was a fish on there. I have no idea how deep that is, but I think there's some fish at the minnow, but I don't know. I'm not sure. Oh, there we go. Got the little thump, but I didn't think he was still there. Yep. Another little pretty little perch. Uh-oh. Minnow's getting whacked. Get pretty warm in here pretty fast. The little heater's cranking. It helps when you don't have a whole lot of, when you don't have any wind. There's a school of something down there, man. They are stacked up. drop her down to the bottom. Pick up our tension. Reel, lift it up. See if one will bite it. Yep, one nibbled it. I felt the head. A little late on the charge though. You see my rod tip jumping. And they're smacking it. Yeah, I thought I'd wait a second on that one, but they're hitting and running. Probably biting on the head of the jig. Yeah, that's what they're doing, I think. They're biting on the head of the jig. Oh, there's a better fish. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, what do we got here? This one's nice. Oh, I don't know what that was. I've seen they go ripping by the hole. Oh my god, that's a giant perch. Yes, sir. That's what I am talking about, folks. Can you see the size of that perch? That is that's an actual portage pig. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Holy Toledo. I'm gonna need a picture with that. Ooh, get him on the bump board. Let's get him unhooked. Sorry about the quietness, folks. I'm kind of concentrating on this pig. I'm glad we stayed here as long as we did. Let me find the bump board. That is... he's about 11 and a half. He'll touch 11 and a half. That's a good eater. I don't plan on keeping a lot of fish, but that one... so we're recording. Yes, we are. Sweet. That one I had to... I got to keep that. That was nice. And that was on that tungsten, that little teeny clam minnow, bolt minnow, electric chicken color. I'll give you some water in a minute, fish. Oh goodness, that was amazing. I thought it was a bass when it went by the hole, or a small walleye, but it looked pretty big when it went by the hole. But let me get this guy some water. That was nice. It's just a matter of time until the bigger one
came friggin' rolling through. It's awesome. My biggest one this year so far. You know what they say, sometimes you just gotta weed through the small ones. Give us enough. My fingers are cold. Did you see that perch, Ellie Bound? That's a good one. Oh, dang it. Look at that 5-gallon bucket down there. He's a beefcake. Haha. Fantastic. Doggy. That's a critter. That calls for a sip of Mountain Dizzle. Oh, yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome. Not even sure what I was doing when that thing hit. That's fun. That's a big perch. Might switch out that minnow here in a minute. I might check it right now. Got hit a couple times, so it might be kind of beat up and hanging funky. Hooked into itself, I think. Yeah, no, it wasn't hooked into itself, but we'll throw him off to the side. Smooth. Nice. Went almost all the way down by itself. That means the line's on there pretty smoothly. Twitch that minnow a little bit. Not a hard fighter, that's for sure. There's some fish down there, but they ain't real active at the moment. They are just kind of chilling and checking. There we go. He just suckled in. I didn't even really feel a bite. It was just weight. Monster. Another Portage monster. At least there's some good population of perch in here. I'm sure the pike eat quite a few of them. Bass, the walleye. Not sure I've ever caught a walleye ice fishing through here. Uh-oh, something's going after the minnow. Must be a pack of dinkies down there, dinker winkers, little skinnies, little fish sticks, smelt sized perch. It's okay, Pop. There's something on the minnow. I don't know if it took it or not. I think it dropped it. Yeah, it dropped it. Dang it. There was something on it. The minnow's twitching there a little bit. Right there. A little pink dot. That's that St. Croix ring bobber. Pretty awesome. What is that, right there? Yep. Oh, I was gonna swap this back out. A little chum. Didn't make the water. Okie dokie. That's not it. That's not it. Okay. Something after the video. Come on, box. Ouch. Whoa, yeah, I'm about to chuck my rod down the hole. How about that? Gotta love that. I did fix my other rod though. I put it in the rod wrapping machine and I sanded it down with some 1200 to yeah, great. That's all hung up. 1200 grit sandpaper to get it back down to the right size, get the rod tip back on it that I broke off a few years ago. And of course, the hook of this went through this barb, past the barb on this chain, and now it's stuck in there. That's the one I wanted to use. So I don't want to stab myself with it. I just love that stuff, folks. Right through the chain. I'm gonna take the hook off before I wear it. Tuck that back in there before I drop it down the hole. Stupendous. There it comes. It's the Widowmaker tungsten box. Jig box, whatever you want to call it. Works rather well. Keeps everything where you want it. Keeps everything in place. Most boxes, it's just a crow. And I'm getting a bite in the minnow. Here we go. Got it back. back on there. Put this guy on here. Shh. Ellie! Stop. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay, baby. Got a whole buzzard. Whole buzzards are for real, people. Hitting the tungsten. Let's try that perch talker with a minnow head on it. This rod's a little bit big for in here, but it's getting a little scarred up. Might be some minnow scales. I'll get you some minnow scales. That's what I built. And that's why we kept these guys. Get on there. There we go. Okay, let's try this guy. It's an old perch talker. I don't remember what color it is. Oh, I need that light on. Ice is making a little bit of noise. It's the ice, baby girl. Somebody else is encroaching on our territory as well. It's okay, huh? Oh, Belle, shh. It's okay. It's okay. Might have to go put some holes in, do a little hole hopping, Ellie Belly. I figured once we got that first big one there, we were gonna at least catch a few more, but the big thing that hit since that perch, the big perch, was that pike. Mm-hmm. make some noise. I guess I'll hook one line out on that. Just keep playing with that line depth again on that minnow and see if something finally comes up and bites it again. I like to hammer these in place till you get something coming in and then just slowly start twitching it, but they just ain't much around at the moment again. Just let it hang there for a minute and see if they hit that minnow head dead stick. Or minnow twitch. Their minnow's active. Hopefully that's a good sign. I'm just gonna let it dangle. We have one on the minnow. There was one on the minnow. Now he's gone. Gone, gone, gone. There for a second. I want to change. I want to put that perch talker on that green rod. I think. Swedish nipples. Some little tingler spoons. Got all kinds of crap. I had great luck with these things too. The coffin spoons. I catch a lot on that green one. I catch a lot of bluegill on that. I might throw that on. I got a good new hook for this one. I broke it yesterday. I snagged it on my coat sleeve, and it broke one of the hooks off, and I didn't know where it went. So I was rumbling through Ellie's bed to make sure it wasn't in Ellie's bed. Which it wasn't. I found it on the ground, on the ice. Got these little cubby jigs. I got little flies in there. Too much crap. Oh, I got something bottomed out on the minnow. Oh boy, that's big. Oh, he just came off. Dang it. Dang it. That was big. That was another big fish. Another big fish. Dang. Son of biscuits, man. I tightened up my drag too much. Darn it. That was another big fish. That would have been another keeper. Another lost fish. Darn. Lost two big ones out here the other day, and now we lost one today already. At least some bigger ones in the area again. Or now, I should say. Wasn't even paying attention to the worm, or the worm, to the minnow rod, the dead stick, and that spring bobber just pegged right over, and I was like, oh boy. And then the fight was, yeah, it was a big fish. Dang it. That bums me out. Keep losing all the big ones. There we go. Got a better one on again, folks. Oh, it's a pike. Oh my gosh. I just saw it. It's a big pike. He's probably going to break me off, but 2-pound test, folks. 2-pound test. That's probably what we had on a minute ago. We lost. Probably a pike. He was at the hole, and he says, "No way." There he is down there. He ain't monstrous big, but for 2-pound test, here he goes. He doesn't want to start his nose up. Oh, he just broke me off. Right there. No, there goes my jig. Oh, Nikes. Son of. Dang. That's why you're not supposed to run a minnow on a Frolito jig. Because the pike love them too. Dang. He was right there at the hole. Why wouldn't he poke his nose up? Son of a gun. That makes me angry. Now he's got a jig in his mouth. And I gotta retie. Sugar. Sugar, 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 Ellie. Damn pike. Good thing I got more of those jigs. Son of. Ah! And I seen as he was swimming down, I seen the jig hanging out the right side of his mouth. So it wasn't him. Well, he was rolling, so I'm sure he probably got made some mark on the line there. Yeah, he nicked it with his teeth when he rolled at the hole. Yeah, it's right there's a nick. Right there. Dang. At first I thought I was hoping for another big perch. And the first one that bit might have been, but I'm not so sure. That's it. The Frolito jigs. This is the original that I've had for a very long time. I don't know if that's going to focus on there or not, but just a little fire tiger jig. But I keep that one. I don't usually use that one too much. That's one of the originals, and I hand painted a bunch. I got a bunch of them that I made myself. So I'm gonna try one of those. Tie it around. Throw on another minnow. It's probably about a 22 or so inch perch or pike. It would have been nice to get a 22-inch perch. Ouch. That little sucker's sharp. Oh, I didn't even get it in there. I always tie a polymer knot. It's the easiest knot for me to tie. So it's the one I use all the time. For pretty much everything. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. But we don't have many smaller minnows left, so we're gonna be using a good sized one right now. That's basically all we got. I should probably be putting this on a bigger rod to be able to fight the fish that are probably gonna hit that instead of the 2 pound. Which you won't hear me say that very often, but I hate losing fish like that. It stinks. It stinks, folks. But it happens. But it happens. It's nice not having to worry about using too much heat right now. Puppy dog's warm. Good girl. I do have a rod out there I can bring in to swap that out with heavier line. Some braid on it instead of 2 pound mono. I might do that if I don't lose another jig. It's fun to fight them like that, but when you lose the jig right at the hole, it's hard to get them up through the hole. You know, they don't want to turn. And now the fish down there don't want to bite. To the bottom, raise it up. Let me throw that coffin spoon down there in a minute and try that. Throw some waxies on it. We'll give that a go. Come on, fish. Come on. Oh, my rod tip stopped for a second. And there are a wave of something coming through. I don't think it's actually fish, though. Well, it might be, but it's probably just bait fish of some kind. Don't know if you can see it on the hole or not. Sometimes you can see bottom out here. The water's a little bit murky, which is a little unusual for out here. Usually it's pretty crystal clear. And they're down about 10, 12 feet, so whatever it is. Oh, the minnow's getting freaky. Well, son of a gun. Now they don't want to bite. Minnow's getting jiggy again. Well, if the action picks back up, folks, I'll get right back with you. Not a very big one, though, for that size of minnow. They eat big, that's for sure. He might be alright for one more. Set this down here. Down a little bit. I'm not sure how deep this was, but I just kept pulling out line and pulling out line until next thing you know, there was a fish biting on it, so I'm not sure how deep it was. That's the first fish we've caught in a while. They kind of slowed down and disappeared, and I just really haven't felt like moving. One of my buddies caught. I talked to one of my buddies on the phone for a few minutes, and yep, we're back at it. Just trying to see what we can get. If we can get some more to bite. We'll give it a little bit more here. Maybe I'll go out and pop some holes. Try to do a little hole hopping. See if that works. And a relatively slow day. Nice catching that big perch and that big pike. Well, I didn't quite land the pike, but I got him to the hole a couple times, so a 2-pound test, that pretty much counts to me. Oh, I'm so still bummed that he broke me off. I wanted to put my hands on him. I'll just keep playing with the depth on the minnow until something bites it again. And I might try a different plastic here in a minute and see if that helps. Or just go to a waxy. Oh, there's one. Little feller. That is something to keep you busy. Oh, boy. Yep. Oh, there it is. Get in the water. Get in the water. See, there's a couple more smaller minnows in there I can still probably throw on. I might do that real quick here in a minute. And once I get this down there, I can put a new minnow on. I'll try to just to get down there. There. I think twitch as much. Yeah. Doesn't seem like it's doing a whole lot. In case we decide to use a minnow head on something, I'll keep them off to the side. Where is that strawberry? Oh, he's a sleek one too. There he goes. I think he came off. Yep, he came off. soon as he hit the water, he was gone. How do you like me now? He said. Put me on a hook, will ya? No, you won't. Oh, man. Get out of there, big feller. Got him. Fingers are slippery. That's too deep. There we go. You don't want to go too deep. You don't want to get them in the spine, then they don't swim much anymore. Alright, glasses off. Turn the heater off. Make them pilot. Let that stop right there. Sometimes just holding your rod as still as you can is the ticket, and sometimes it's not. We'll give it till, I guess it's 2 o'clock, almost 2 o'clock. I hate to move this late in the day, but yeah, 2 o'clock pretty much. I might just go out and punch a few holes, see if we find a better opportunity for fish close by to move to real quick before the evening sleigh, if there is one. And yep, go from there. Come on, I see you down there, little fishies. I'm gonna play with my minnow depth. A little dinker. I think there may be some bigger ones down there, but I'm not sure. We'll find out here in a minute. We just get down to the bottom. Raise it up. See what happens. What happened last time. I just caught a little dinker. But it's better than nothing. I was looking to keep fish today until that thing hit. And, you know, I might want to just give it to somebody else on the way off the ice too. Especially if I wind up with one. Come on, fishies. You can bite some more. I'll let you go. Especially if you're small. Something's biting on the minnow. I think you let it go. Yep. Probably didn't have it far enough to hook anyway. That one just thumped it. Another one of them jumbers. Oh, look out, puppy. Little jumber. Future jumbo. I was just holding it still on that one. There we go. Another one. Oh, we come off. Coming up to it. They don't appear to be very big, but still fun to catch them. Oh, there's one. Like that thump. I think he came off. Yep, he did. Huh. Son of biscuits. Going right down to the bottom, lifting it up that far, and giving about a quarter turn on the reel. So probably about 2 feet off bottom, maybe. I think I'm still kind of in the weeds. Yeah, I'm definitely still in the weeds. All of a sudden, there's nothing there. That's funny. The perch is still feisty in that bucket. On the side, but I'd probably, if I put him in the hole, I'm sure he'd probably take off. And I might do that too. They definitely seem to be roaming more than they were
earlier when we got here. Oh, there's something biting on the minnow again. I think he came off because the minnow's too big, probably, I'm sure. Yeah. Down, 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 away he goes. He or she or whatever. I don't know. Give us some heat for a few minutes. Need a remote. Crank her up. Ooh. Put her on the crackle mode. Give us a little ventilation. Yeah, they're really skittish and scarce, so we'll keep you posted. Alright, folks, I did a little tactic change. Got a little guy on here. I got the same jig on, but little feller. I have it's a Jensen egg, red Jensen egg. You can't get them no more. They work great for perch on that little fire tiger teardrop or whatever you want to call it. I just put that down there when I wasn't down there but 30 seconds, a minute, and it was a killer downstate. That's what we call a Frito jig. Our buddy Ben, he uses them on, I think it's Simcoe in Canada there, and yeah, catches a big perch on them. We should catch a lot of nice perch on Lake St. Clair with those things. I always keep it on my St. Croix rod. There's another one biting. There we go. Another fish on the secret jig, secret bait, whatever. Another little guy. They're little, but they're still fun. The big one still might go through. You never know.
Something whacked it. Fishing in Lake St. Clair, you usually fish pretty shallow water, so I just take my finger and twitch it like that, and then I let it sit. And they come up and whack it. You just pull it out of the rod holder and reel them up. You can let it hang up, but it's just hanging there too. So depends on how aggressive they are. Just play with the depth a little bit and see if something bites. There's one. And the tungsten. Another monster. The pike tend not to eat that red bead too, so it'll save your baits. I've lost a few to pike over the years using minnows. There's fish down there. It's not real active at the moment, so. There, oh, there's one. I felt the nibble. Bunch of fish down there. Oh, there's one. Oh man, that was a nice fish too. Had a nice weight to it. Darn. Yeah, good weight. Felt like a heavy fish. I was tweaking the other rod. And it sucked it in. And then let it go. Yeah. There we go. Another little mini perch. A fish stick. We still haven't moved yet. Oh. We'll probably just stay right here. White might pick up towards evening.
There's a fish.
Open the note. I was in a deucer. Another chungus. Probably a whole school of baby perch down there. Spilled some sawdust on ya. No more goes. All of a sudden, the super cigarette bait ain't working either, so. Come on, fishies. I see you down there. Well, right outside the door. Ellie, come on. She's crazy. Hey, get over here. We're gonna punch some holes. Try to fish around and find out. Get over here. Would you hush, goofball? Got some crappy batteries, I think. What? What dog? What? Oh, she's a riot. Big old house getting built over there. Holy cow. Thing's humongous. Oh, I don't even know if I hooked or even. No, I thought it moved, but maybe it didn't. There we go. There's another little feller. Yep. Well, if we get anything with any size, folks, we'll get back with you. I don't want to bore you with all these dinkers. This is just the old school laser auger. I've had this thing about 20 years. Need to get a new one of the newfangled type, but not in my budget. What? Huh? What? Oh, slippery, huh? You're falling right on your butt. I don't know if you guys heard that or not, but the ice started cracking like crazy when I punched this hole. That's cool. Made that leak freak out a little bit. Yep. They're right on the ground. Put a memo back on here, so Get with a slip my coat on. It's not that bad. I'm gonna leave it. Screw it. Scooper. Might need the scooper. Pooper scooper. I should do that drag cranking if anything bites it. Yellow snow. Huh. That's unusual. Sometimes 20 feet can be all the difference between catching and fishing. If you don't check, you don't know. We're 17 feet here. Some dingers down there, but that's it. I don't know if that's all fish there or what, but man, that bottom of the screen is lit on fire. Might be weeds down there too, but no bites. I don't go the hole too long. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Up here. What? What? Huh? Even all the big permanent fish houses have been moved already. They were over in the shallows. They're all scattered out too. They are gone. Sure, I'm getting a little chilly. There's some fish down there, but we'll see what they are. If they want to play. Dog wants to play. What are you doing, monkey? Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're biting the snow. Don't eat the yellow snow, Ellie. What? It's all right. I guess Ellie. Okay, good girl. Oh, he came off. Had one on. Not poppers. You're silly. Arr, 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 arr. Oh, shh. You're okay. Shh. Crazy dog. Not much activity around here either. You coming back out for some more, huh? Arr, arr, arr. Yeah, yeah. He's such a goofball. Watch out for the hole.
Phew. Goofball. Some technical difficulties there. I don't know what happened, but whatever. Had a bite in the minnow. Of course, it was probably a small fish. He didn't get the jig in its mouth. Yeah, that's about it. I think I caught one dinker on the tungsten. Minnow's pretty feisty. So yeah, no more good action. I'll keep you posted. Oh, we got a monster. Got a Jumtowski. Put a couple waxies on the tungsten, and that seems to have fired him up. So I'm hoping that'll fire up some bigger ones. Keep adjusting the minnow to see if I can get it bit by something big, because it's a pretty big minnow. I'm not sure what's going on down. It must be a school of bait fish down at the bottom again or something, but oh, good girl. It's chilly enough now. It's cooling off a little bit. Excuse me. There was a bite and I wasn't paying attention. There's one. Nothing big. Nothing, just another little Portage monster. Little tacker. Little shaker. Yeah, if I don't get nothing else to go with that big one I caught earlier, I'm just gonna throw him back in. And if he takes off, he can have his life. And if he don't, he'll be going for the kitchen. I think he'll be alright. He's still kicking pretty good in there. Usually by the time I throw the one keeper I got back, when I do that, usually what happens is I let that one go, then I usually catch a couple more after I let that one go already. So we're gonna wait till we're wrapping up. Okay, we'll put that back on low, aka crackle mode. Crackle-lackle mode. I got the minnow up kind of high, just to try to attract anything from a distance. It's 4:15, so it's starting to get lower light. Hopefully a little more prime time activity. Maybe we'll catch a few more big ones. Maybe. We'll see. We'll get back with you. We'll catch another one. Pick a little school of dinks down there, folks. You can see them nibbling on the wax worms. The rod tip's just twitching. Good job, we're just getting a taste of that tail. A little taste of that meat on there.
Oh, there was a bite. I let him get away. There we go. Another monster. Another monster. Oh, yeah. That's a world record there. Chungus. It's still fun. I don't care. I like catching fish, whether they're big or small. Big ones are definitely more fun because their fight is a whole lot better, but I catch them all. I don't care. Haven't had a bite on the minnow in quite some time. Like I said, they're all pretty good sized ones that are left, so. But that's what I asked for. Was I want the bigger ones for the bigger fish. But sometimes the bigger fish don't always show up. Sometimes the bigger fish don't always bite the bigger stuff. Oh, I thought that was a fish. Psych. Just set the hook on water. Oh, yep, there's one biting. Wasn't my imagination. There we go. I didn't even feel the bite on that one. I just a little tug it, and there he goes. A little tug on the line. Yeah, that perch in that bucket's still kicking pretty good. He'll probably make it. Unless we get like a rampage of fish here in the last hour of daylight. Which you could. Could catch a walleye. Could catch some big perch. See, when I pencil grip it, I don't think I get as good a hook set as I do when I hold it on overhand grip or whatever you want to call it. Alright, we're back, folks. We're getting ready to wrap it up here. And I am going to put this big fish in the hole. And I'm pretty sure he is going to take off. Going to give him a mooch. One more look. 11.5 incher. Not bad. There he goes. Whew, gone. Just like that. 3-4 hours in that bucket. 3 hours or whatever it was in that bucket. And he took off at breakneck speed. Oh, the graph just changed over to night mode. So we are going to wrap it up here and hit the highway. Caught the last few fish on waxies, but they were small. Nothing worth putting on camera. So Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Oop. Hope you have a good one. Till next time. Dang it. If I can get this hook to stay on here, we'll be alright. Let's try going this way. There we go. Alright. Alright, folks. Peace out, man. Have a good one.